know your prey.
Walk faster.
We've gone in here.
Horses.
They're there. Stuff's as thick as the hair on a dog.
It's been a scorching summer in central British Columbia, and the forests are tinderboxes ready to explode. Into these parched mountains comes Mantracker, the Alberta cowboy with nerves of steel, forensic know-how, and a fierce determination to get his man. He is legendary. Travis Hammer has been watching this icon of the Old West with his own dream.
When I first saw Mantracker, it just hit me like a ton of bricks as an overall, yes, experience. Yes, I want to be in the middle of the woods. Yes, I want someone to chase me. Yes, that looks like fun.
Travis convinced fellow actor Dylan Kennan to partner with him on his quest.
I'm Travis, this is Dylan. We're in Hollywood. Hollywood.
The most recent thing that I've done was the new Terminator Salvation movie. I did 24, where I played Victor. I tried to blow up San Francisco with a nuclear missile.
We are coming up from America to kick your...
They're tough on TV, but are they up for the real-life challenge?
I'm fit, so I got that going for me. I have a fair amount of stamina, which is not to say I'm a long-distance runner by any means, but I do like to just keep going. When there's work to be done, I tend to be the one that's still doing it.
I'm pretty darn resourceful, which is really tough because I keep on thinking of, well, what about this? What about this? We could do this. We could go here and then backtrack. Or what if we did this to delay the Mantracker? But then at the same time, I know that nothing's going to stop him.
He likes to make plans. He's got really good ideas.
Yeah, horse feet.
That's thinking man's anti-tracking. But when it comes to actually doing the work, I will step in and take over.
Mantracker will have just 36 hours to capture his prey through some of central BC's gnarliest terrain. With no map, no compass, just gut instinct, and his sidekick, Martin Dillabow.
My dad had a guiding territory here in this area, so I was raised here. Whoa. When I was younger, I helped train horses. I helped cut trail. I wrangled the horses, and then I eventually wound up guiding. This is Duke.
Duke.
One thing about Duke, he won't hesitate. When you put him into an area, he'll go.
What Martin brings to the table, I think, is fairly huge. He knows the country, he knows horses. All those kind of things helps me a bunch because if I'm in a wreck, I know he's going to pull my out. These guys, they're both actors from LA. They might be a little bit out of their element here. And in this kind of case here, they're not going to be acting like they're out there in the bush running. They're actually going to be out there being hunted down by me and Martin.
As far as I can tell, since we're here, look, the finish line is due northeast of us.
Armed with their map and compass, Dylan and Travis are ready to go, with some last-minute adjustments to their plan.
We decided the weight's just not worth pulling around the whole stretch for a slight chance that we might get to use them in one ideal situation, so. They just came to Canada and littered.
But there's more in their bag of tricks.
Well, it's a little diversion tactic. He's a tracker, so the best thing to do is probably not leave any tracks. I got a bunch of duct tape, got some painter's booties, and we put them together as a makeshift shoe cover that would leave much less of an imprint. Are you ready for this? Here's your idea.
2 kilometers away, the trackers assess the terrain.
They're not going to have a lot of options here, are they, for directions?
I wonder if anybody told the prey not to drink the water.
Jardia?
Yeah.
Usually a flare would signal the start of the chase. But due to the local fire hazard, Mantracker will have to determine the prey's starting location from a single gunshot.
Guess we don't have to be looking. There she goes. Let's go get him.
This chase heads into the CARIBOO range just east of Quesnel, British Columbia. The prey will cover over 34 kilometers of mountain, forest, and valley, while trying to reach a destination known only to them, a solitary sign outside the town of Wells.
keep our pace.
We were really kind of grasping at straws right from the start because there's no visual cue, it's all audio. And you get the sound and you get a direction, but you really don't get a distance, and it was tough. This whole valley kind of circles around over towards Elk Mountain and Groundhog Lake. They're gonna run up either against the creek or else they're gonna run up against the side of the mountain.
So this is that sharp turn in the trail. Right here. Find that hardback. The less tracks, the better.
Anything? Nothing. I got nothing that way. God. Nail up a little. Can't even find the frickin' start.
I'm stepping where you step, so.
Step like, I know, just step on a rock.
Dylan and Travis opt for stealth over speed.
Pretty tough tracking in this country.
It's all rock. It was almost like trying to track on concrete. You can't see tracks. We couldn't even see our own horses' tracks. It's just hard packed.
He's not gonna not take this trail. I mean, it's the only trail around, so we can expect him any second now.
I think you can walk faster.
I think you can walk quieter.
Mantracker follows the main trail, scouring the ground below him.
Has to be right around here, doesn't it?
But so far, there's no sign of his prey.
Let's take a look here. We got big, flat, shiny spots up there in the sun. They're really, really hard to see.
The shine is created by packing the really fine granules of sand down. A moccasin walking down a gravel road really gives good shine, where a sneaker just packs down certain little areas.
There's a few rocks moved out of the middle of the trail. That wouldn't normally come out of there.
We were very fortunate that the sun was shining and it was still low early in the morning.
Well, I guess we'll grab at a straw here and follow the trail, see what happens.
We didn't know if it was our prey, but that's the only thing we had to go on, so we went with it.
The trail is proving a challenge for the prey. Each puddle creates a classic track trap. And Travis is reluctant to get his shoes wet.
We're not walking on that.
We're not?
No, we're not. Let's go to the left. I don't want my shoes to get wet. I hate running in wet shoes. I just got my shoes. I like my shoes. You cannot walk on that.
You don't have to yell. I'm right here.
If they get wet, they're just gonna sort of slosh around. I hate getting blisters. Soft, soft thoughts. Don't step on any of my hands, just for good measure.
No, that wasn't the prey.
No.
Oh, we got some here. Kind of a soft area. It's almost the shape of a boot, but it's huge. There's no toe kick, which is surprising.
There's 60,000 different ways to mess with my head out there, and everybody's trying something different, so we weren't sure what these guys had done, but whatever it was, it worked pretty good.
Yeah, it's like they've got, I don't know, something on their foot. Some kind of a hunk of foam or something like that that's letting their foot imprint come through a little bit, but it's making it really big. No, they won't go too far with that on there. It'll get heavy and awkward.
It's pretty early in the chase at this point. We're just trying to keep it slow and steady.
I think you can walk faster, like you got someplace to be in 36 hours.
The persistent puddles are foiling the prey's no-track strategy, something they haven't noticed.
You want to go all the way around? Don't make this the first spot where we leave a track, right?
We got a pretty good little track trap right here. These plants, their leaves are flat. Somebody stepped right there, because this thing here is pointed straight up. They've just skirted around this.
On this trail, there was several places we came to that were perfect track traps. They had to either go through it and leave tracks, or they had to go around it and really mess up the vegetation.
You can tell how tough this country is. Every other animal in this part of the country is using this trail. Prey are going to be using it too.
This looks like a track. Is that you?
I can't see from where I am, so it doesn't exist.
Okay, well, I can see from where I am, and it's you. The jig is up, buddy. The duct tape has outlived its usefulness. It's on, dude. There's tracks.
Starting to get some tracks here again. Yeah, looks like they've stopped here. See, I don't know what this prey are doing here, but whatever they've had on their feet, they could be taking it off now, or it could be wearing off. What's different, though, is we're starting to get some design in it. We're getting ridges. It's enough to keep going, that's for sure.
That is southeast. So think that's Elk Mountain ahead of us.
All right, well, I don't know that this is the spot to get off and start charging Elk Mountain.
Wait until he's right there.
Dylan and Travis have been able to obscure their footprints, but not their tracks. And after a shaky start, the horsemen have been reading their every move. Confrontation was inevitable.
He's right there.
They're in here.
He's on us.
I don't know where they went. The horses aren't even picking them up.
Too easy. It was too easy for him. Right up on it.
What are they going to get into over there?
A really big bog, and then across the bog is the trail that goes to the top of Elk Mountain, but it's steeper than for horses. There is a better trail that goes out this way and around the bog.
It's probably our only option, isn't it? Let's go this way.
We were deciding whether to go straight on with the trail that we were on. Mantracker made that decision for us.
We now anticipate we have a 2-hour bushwalk to water source.
You know what? As long as we're standing here, I just want to check how much water I've got. Okay, I've got a liter. I think we're safely done with the booties.
Yeah.
That sucked.
From now on, let's make sure we're each looking away, you know?
The prey have an arduous climb ahead of them, and the suffocating heat wave isn't helping.
If that trail's pretty tough going that way, they very well could bushwhack through here a little bit. They're not going to want to stay in that, so they very well could come back out here. So we'll just poke along nice and slow, because they're not going to go very fast in that.
Mantracker is underestimating these warriors. They have chosen the bush and the mountain.
This is one of those ditches.
This is the ditch, yeah. This thing's gonna run all the way around the mountain that way.
Yeah, but he can get a horse on this.
Yeah, but we can get off it easily. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if you started climbing.
We're probably ahead of them because we kind of come through that real sharp ravine. Doesn't look like there's much of a trail around it.
You know, the only way they can get around it is they got to go to the top of Elk Mountain.
I want to get to this ridge and fill water.
I got 2 liters left.
You should be drinking more.
I was really nervous about getting dehydrated. That was my primary thought, was I'm not going to get dehydrated. I'm going to find water, whatever that water is, and I'm going to drink a ton of it.
But it is so hot up here. It is silly.
Let's grow this down. What did you learn about drinking your own sweat?
It tastes like bug spray and sunblock. So I try not to do it.
So they're either coming up behind us, or like a pair of nitwits, they've gone up and over that lump of dirt. You'd have to be half daft to go up over that thing on a day like today.
If they went up there, they're going to be in pain.
Well, these guys have only got 2 options, and that's coming behind us or coming down here. Let's go back here and take up a spot where we can see both trails and see what happens.
We're slogging up the side of a 2,000 vertical foot ascent.
These are really loose.
We're tired, we're sweaty, and we're super thirsty, and we get to the top of this mountain. Clouds part and there's sun shining. You look around and it's just God's country. And it was worth it. It was so worth it.
One, 2, 3, 4. Mantracker won't catch me no more.
Is that mountain those guys went up and over?
Yeah, that's Elk Mountain.
5, 6, 7,
No singing, just keep your eyes peeled.
Well, there's either hikers up there or that's our prey.
Groundhog Lake. We won't miss it because it's all descent.
The trackers have a long way to go to reach the trailhead for the summit. But Dylan and Travis have another objective: get to a water supply.
Nice. Okay, let's just keep it calm.
Where's that trail come out up here, do you know?
Just up and around the corner.
So it's been paralleling us for a ways here?
Yeah.
Let's just wander back, because I don't want to get in front of them.
His portable UV light is highly disruptive to viruses and bacteria. It takes about 1.5 minutes to sterilize and purify a liter of water. And it says, good job, so this is safe to drink. 1 down, 6 to go.
Been playing this waiting game most of the day. I'm getting a little tired of it. Even the horses are getting impatient. Just take a wander up to this intersection, check for tracks, see if they have come out.
Set up another trap there.
Yeah, another ambush.
We knew at this point that we had sort of gone off course.
If he comes up, we go right.
The only way to sort of reach our destination from where we were was to go north along one singular trail, which ended up in a bottleneck of trails. So we had a suspicion that Mantracker or his guide are going to be waiting for us.
We gotta start watching along in through here because that trail comes in fairly close and parallels this trail for quite a ways, so they could be right here anywhere.
Where do you see them? The trail. Do you see them? Yeah. They know that these trails connect, right? So they're gonna come back on this trail, right? Do you want to back it up a few hundred yards?
Yes, I do. Let's go. Let's go up for 10 minutes and then start going around.
Do you feel it all bad, like we're not giving Mantracker a chance?
I'm really torn up inside.
Anticipating Mantracker's ambush at the bottom of the mountain, Dylan and Travis spotted the trackers first and beat a retreat up the hill. But the horsemen know their quarry is near.
We keep hearing the odd snap over there, but they're on the other side of this frickin' canyon from us. Can't do nothing about it. Is everything gonna funnel down here?
Oh yeah, there's a creek come in from the far side. I think if we go to the courthouse, we can watch across.
That'll work.
With Mantracker out of earshot, the prey venture back to the road.
See some horse tracks? He could well be in front of us, but I don't see hoof prints.
He's also behind us.
Right or left? Yeah, to the right. Good. Agreed. Go.
I'd like to just know where them CARIBOOs are. They gotta be out there somewhere. Getting late enough, we're about to leave them for the wolves. No, good a spot as any. We'll park right here. See what shows up.
Careful.
I got people walking down the trail here. The prey are coming right down the trail. I'm looking at them right now.
Travis, he's right over there to my right, beyond that tree.
First guy hasn't seen us. Oh, the second guy's looking right at us. Let's get out of here.
He's coming this way.
Let's go, Martin. We might not get another chance.
Travis, straight up that way.
Yeah. Where did they go? They didn't have time to go far.
I think they went in that culvert.
I think they're over in there. They haven't had time to go very far.
No,
They gotta be right here somewhere.
I can't see them going uphill.
I think they're assuming that we want the path of least resistance. So we don't move for 5 minutes.
Keep going, sir. Go.
They just keep sort of looking back and forth down the hill. If they had looked up, probably would have seen us.
We're like 15 minutes from Barkerville at most, with a whole lot of Mantracker in the way.
They saw me right there. They've gone in here.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
As darkness falls, the trail leads the horsemen to the old mining town of Barkerville.
nighttime.
Barkerville is marked on their map. Population, not listed.
Good evening. Did you happen to have a room for us?
Yes, sir.
Anywhere we can keep the horses?
Livery's round back.
Thank you.
We were thinking we might be able to stop through this town. There's gonna be a bunch of people, tons of footprints, car tracks, lots of noise. We come around a corner, and it was a bit like walking into a trap.
It's like a ghost town.
I would have to assume that he is staying here.
Well, for one thing, you gotta put horses up for the night. So if he's staying here, we'll know that right away. Horses. Where? Straight ahead. Dude, we just find a building that's unlocked and we go. There's a bed in there.
Really? Oh, that looks nice.
I know it does.
Dylan and Travis had a close call at the courthouse, but escaped into the bush. Day 2 dawns on Barkerville with the opposing camps within meters of each other. Neither party sure where the other has spent the night.
Barkerville's probably on their map, and I don't know if they had the to slip into town after dark and come in and use the facilities or not, but they'd be fools if they didn't. So I kept looking around for people with backpacks and stuff, but by the time we got everything saddled up, there was 200 people in this old town, and half of them had backpacks on. We're probably going to go back to where we last saw them.
I'm just gonna go and get water and brush my teeth.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be careful about it. So I go to open up the back, and boom. We're going out the front. Right across, 30 meters ahead of me, there's Mantracker.
Hey, he stayed here last night?
It's like, forget that. We're going now, out the front door.
Their only chance, blend in with the tourists filling the town, find a way out.
Are you the proprietor of this carriage, sir?
More or less. I was wondering what are the odds of taking a ride towards Stouts Gulch?
The Stouts, yep.
Yeah?
Perfect. It was so perfect.
This is fantastic.
This horse in the carriage, it's like that's what he does all day long, is he gives people carriage rides out of town.
Best way not to be tracked is to not leave tracks.
Yeah.
There he is.
This could easily end up not working.
Just to enjoy the buggy ride.
Second floor, man, we gotta check out everything. Yep.
Oh, they're definitely coming on. Could be any one of these cabins.
That's right.
Thank you very much. If we could resume, that'd be marvelous. Yeah.
Where's that wagon going? Oh, he's probably going up to Richfield. You don't suppose they'd be on that, do you? Possible.
Is this the road to Stouts Gulch?
Yeah. Oh.
This is it?
You bet.
Okay, that's for you. Honestly, if he asks, you just had some women with you. Women and this little kid. Thank you very much.
That was a nice little diversion. We got about 2 minutes, possibly, before he's on us again. It's time to get ready to get serious.
T, less watching, more running. It's not gonna take him long to see those wagon tracks stop right at this gulch.
That wagon normally goes all the way to Richfield, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He turned around right up here.
And he had a whole bunch of people on it.
Well, we'll see where he turned around. Check out for tracks.
It took us too long to get rolling. And by the time we did, the Mantracker was already in the neighborhood.
And he turned around right here, didn't he?
Yep.
There are lots of boot prints here. Guess they could have jumped off while it was moving. Right there. They're going up here. Yep.
We got maybe a 5-minute lead on him at best. It's brutally hot right now. Shade would be nice, but moving on the road is nicer right now.
I've got tracks and stuff, but there's so many people around here. They're pretty fresh, though. I'd like to see something going that way.
Dylan, where does this water go?
I can't read the map and walk at the same time.
Okay.
But it's coming from the finish line.
Where does this trail go, anyways?
It joins up with a trail that goes into Wells.
We're gonna have to find out where those people went that were on the wagon.
Yep.
This road's straight enough, and we should be able to see him coming from a fair ways off. Hopefully that won't happen.
I love your hopefulies, man.
Yeah, I'm a positive guy.
Mantracker is glued to the wagon passenger's footprints,
It's about 7 minutes in this morning and I'm exhausted already.
while the prey reach a fork in the road.
Dylan's first real choice of the day.
You watch. So this
He's
is
coming.
gonna be-
He's coming.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Let's take the left.
We've gone in here.
He's on us.
The prey are barely out of Barkerville when Travis spots the trackers barreling up the road behind them. Their hand forced, Dylan and Travis dive into the bush.
Now they've gone in right here.
Let's start making some decisions here.
It's as good as a brick wall to the horsemen.
We can still hear them over there talking. That stuff's as thick as the hair on a dog in there. They stumbled and fell a lot just going that 25 yards.
He's obviously just as smart as he looks. So we're a little bit stuck.
We get them in this for the rest of the day. It'll slow them down a little.
We'll see some brush moved by that little balsam.
They're probably just going to try to distract us, go that way, have us go that way, and then they'll circle around back to the road.
Yeah.
Might have been born at night, but it wasn't last night.
He's right there, where he left us. He's happy to wait.
Do you want me to stay back and watch him?
Sounds slower than just us going.
I can always catch up.
All right.
The difference in prey strategy. Travis needs intel, distraction, and elaborate plans.
Not loud enough.
Dylan just wants to keep moving.
I wish Travis would just catch up. Freaking wasting time. Hey, Travis, I think it'd be better if we were moving.
There's very few trails in that area going anywhere except the way they were going. As we sat there, we watched them and we waited for them to kind of make their move.
Well, I know on the other side of this ridge, there's an old flume. Those flumes make pretty good trails, eh?
Well, let's go see.
Whether from heat or frustration, Dylan is quickly losing patience with his little buddy.
Yeah, this way. So do you suppose there's a chance that we're not going to make silly decisions like that again? That was a long time not doing anything useful.
We're not ahead of them, we're right beside them.
Yeah.
They should be right here somewhere, though, because I don't think we've gone too much faster than they did.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. Could I though?
Yeah, you could.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, if you break your leg, I'm finishing without you. At least I don't have to finish without you.
What do you know about these two trails, Martin?
Well, this top one will go around and it'll join up with the bottom one. The bottom one's actually an old flume that's run into wells, eh?
I think we'll stick up high. You get down in that stuff, you got no options.
Bush travel is wearing on Dylan and the clock. It's time for speed.
See him?
No. What do you think?
A ditch line or a path and a post.
This is as good a place as any to go down.
This might be as good a spot as any, you know?
Mantracker has kept track of his prey. Now he looks to set up an ambush.
Well, we can see the bottom, can see the road.
You're not going to get by us here.
We're starting to know where they are, and they're getting less options. So we have to really bide our time and bite when the cookie's really hot.
I heard something up there.
You see hoofprints?
Our ambush senses have been amped up. Anytime it could be an ambush,
Good, we're behind him. Let's go. If he comes on us, we go left up the hill.
I would like to get a glimpse of them, see where that... Yeah, it's a pretty good spot right here. We're just down below the road. We can actually, if they come down that road there, they can see down the trail quite a ways, but pretty good spot to hide.
More horse poop.
Dude, don't stop me to tell me stuff that I already know.
Okay. So I'm just sort of going ahead, kind of like scouting it out, and from behind a couple of trees, I see a little horsetail flick.
A horse. Here, behind those trees. Dylan, hey, hold up, we gotta have it out. We can't climb that.
No, but you can climb that, and you can climb that. Cut it out.
Yeah, okay.
Seriously.
There they are. They're walking right down the road.
I see him. He's in the shadows.
Looking right at us.
Look down. Look down.
They're on the road.
Left. Left.
Oh, they're gone up. They're just not moving through the trees. Yeah, they're making enough noise for 3 buffalo. Mark, get on your horse, buddy.
You could have said he was there at that curve right there,
Yeah, he was there at that
instead of your
curve.
30 seconds of dissertation on what the road does.
I think we're gonna have to go out, see what's going on.
Oh, he's actually right there.
Thank you. Hello, sir. Let's keep going.
Let's just walk up the road slow.
There they are.
I would be a fan of continuing this till we hit the S curve when we know we can go hit those ditches.
What about we start going up?
All right, let's go.
Can you get up that cut line? Give her a whirl.
Finally, a chance.
Dylan, I'm aiming for the gulch. Tracker, he's coming at you!
A bold move by Mantracker's sidekick has split the prey and sent Travis down into the gulch. While Mantracker contemplates who he'll go after first, Dylan is struggling with his next move.
I hear hooves on gravel. I'm listening for Travis. If he's got ill signal, I can't hear anything but my heart. I'm stuck here, not wanting to move to give away my position, but at the same time, wanting to move to go help out my partner in the event that he needs it.
You just hang here. We'll try to keep them separated.
Sidekick's horse is able to fly, as we suspected.
Yeah.
He was up on the mountainside.
I yell out, Dylan, I'm heading for the gulch, and I just start going straight down the hill. I hear the sidekick yell something out.
Tracker, he's coming at you!
So I'm like, this is bull. This is exactly what I've seen in every single episode. I'm like, no, this is not happening to me.
In the time it takes him to cross a road, I had to be in front of him, and I was 25 yards out of position, and the chances you get to catch these guys are so small. Any 3 or 4 seconds of error, and you're... I think I might have made a mistake. When I had the big guy going up, I should have stuck to him, because he was climbing. If I would have stayed with him probably 2 or 3 more minutes, his lungs would have quit on him, and I would have been standing on top of him.
Make sure the other one doesn't come down behind you. We know where that one is. We want the other one.
And at this point, I might just have to meet Dylan at the finish line. Dylan is well higher than me and closer towards where we're going, so I'm not going to be able to catch up, I don't believe.
Travis can't give away his position.
Dylan has the map and a compass. I have a compass, but we've been looking at the map enough. I don't see that as being a real problem.
This is killing me. What to do? Tractor's down there. Travis isn't gone. He knows where to go.
The guy that I was pushing up, he played out. This little guy that come down the hill, he's just like a deer.
I'm sure he's hiding out because he's gonna be spotted. I
I don't have a lot of options here. Going back, I could distract him. We agreed early on that if we got separated, the goal is to finish.
And it was a moral dilemma for me. Travis and I both agreed, look, if somebody gets caught, obviously you're not gonna just give up. But nobody gets caught. First rule, don't get caught. Second rule, don't get caught. Third rule, finish. So I elected to finish.
We got a bit of a trail here. Which one of these guys do you think is going to travel the slowest?
This guy.
Let's take a wander up.
All right. This is the second peak since I can see that peak now. I'm facing due south, which puts me a kilometer away from the finish line. I wonder if I can run against a horse for a full kilometer. I don't want to find out.
If he's up here, we should be in front of him.
I'm beginning to think I may have no choice about getting my feet wet.
That's the lake. The finish line is just on the other side. I'd really like to pick up Travis if I can. That was a lot of work. I think I'm gonna follow the ridge down to the side.
He could be just stalling so the other guy gets in.
Yeah, you could be right. But what do we do about it?
Now, there's a trailer up here. I might just ask directions. Sorry to bother you. Where does that road there, where will that take me?
Go back and go straight down well.
I think he'd be here by now.
It's either a fire road or it's supposed to be a ditch. There ain't no road on this map.
We'll go around this corner up here, see if we can see something.
The trackers move further down the ridge, fixated on cutting Dylan off. Travis isn't even on their radar.
I'm gonna climb the water tower. I mean, it's probably breaking some law, but I came to Canada to be a criminal. There's a road west and a little south of me, so I'm assuming that's the main road into town. I still have no idea where the lake is.
This is frustrating. We know he's up there, and we know he's going to cross this trail, but where in the is he going to do it and when?
I'm under the impression that there should be a body of water in front of me, and there it is. Holy cow, that's huge. That's enormous. Obviously looks smaller on the map.
If their destination's in Wells, that's the best place to catch them.
Yeah, but what if it's not? We're grasping at straws at this point because the country wasn't giving us any breaks. Everything pointed to the town of Wells. The ridge the one guy was on, if he followed it down, he was going to hit Wells. If the other guy followed the road, he was going to go into Wells. We basically made a decision that we had to go down to the bottom of this mountain, figure out where all 3 points come together, pick a spot, and hope it's close to where they want to get to and patrol it.
The tracker's timing is just a hair off, and Dylan's hesitation in the bush has saved him from a close encounter.
Look at all these. They look kind of fresh. This is all trampled down. This is turned up and it's not dry. He's been here.
We're right in town now, are we?
I think I see the finish line 100 meters away.
Here's this track here.
This is ambush central.
Travis has only to cross the marsh and a small canal on his way to victory. But Mantracker has finally caught up to at least one of his prey.
Got a track right there.
Yep, that's the same one. They're going to the Jack Club Lake.
I guess this is the last time I should be thinking about my feet getting wet.
Still undetected, Travis makes it to the canal, the welcome sign beckoning.
I have to think about what's more important, finishing or finishing with my partner.
Make a run for it. If he forces me to, I'll just take this one.
Well, I thought I saw a decent track right back there in the middle of that creek, but nothing up here.
I could always bolt across this, or I could just sit tight for a bit and see how Dylan's doing. So I'm gonna sit tight and take my shoes off.
I'm cranky and I get sick and tired of not seeing any tracks.
right down there.
I love you for waiting for me.
Anytime, buddy.
Yeah!
I'm trying to frickin' track a mouse across an ice cube.
There are events that are milestones in your life. Everybody has them.
That was awesome.
Maybe it's graduating from college, high school, whatever. But for me, a huge marker is beating Mantracker. I will remember this forever.
Well, apparently we're a little late. Congratulations, gentlemen. Travis and Dylan, you know, they're actors. I really didn't have a preconceived notion of them being this tough. I didn't really expect them to bail into the bush and come out 2 days later at the finish line. They went a long ways on pure determination and guts to get to the end and hardly ever use a trail. Success can sometimes be measured in inches. Sometimes the puck goes in off the post, sometimes it goes out. It's the difference between winning and losing.
I think Mantracker's awesome. I've always thought he was awesome. I still think he's awesome. I hope he catches everyone else. I'm just glad he didn't catch me.